She wakes to a silence that should not exist. No breathing beside her, no shuffle of bodies, no low voices. The camp is empty. The others are gone. And at the edge of the clearing, something is watching her. She is 9 years old. She is alone. And out here, nothing survives alone. This is how she does. 1,800,000 years ago, in the valley we now call the cradle of humankind, a small band of people moves across the grass. They are not us, not yet. They are Homo erectus, taller than the apes before them, walking upright on long legs built to cross ground. They carry sharpened stone. They know the herds. They know fire. And among them walks a girl. We will never know her name, but we know her kind survived because we are here to wonder about her. 3 nights ago, the sickness took her, a fever that would not break. She could not keep the pace. Out here, a band moves with the herds or it starves. It cannot stop for one child and live. It is not cruelty. It is the oldest arithmetic there is. So when the fever finally broke, she opened her eyes to an empty world and to the one gift they left her. A single glowing ember nested in dry moss. That ember is everything. Fire is warmth. Fire is a weapon. Fire is the one thing in this valley the great hunters fear. If it dies, she dies with it. So she does what her people have done for 100,000 years. She kneels. She breathes on it, slow and patient. She feeds it a blade of grass, then another. And the ember answers, a thread of smoke, a flicker, a flame. She has bought one more night. But a flame is small, and the dark is enormous. They come at the edges. Hyenas, not the cowards of story, but pack hunters, patient and clever. They circle just beyond the light, testing whether the fire will fail. She stands. She lifts a burning branch. She makes herself larger than she is, and she screams into the black the way she has seen the grown men scream, and the dark blinks first. The fire holds. This night lets her live. Morning brings the second enemy, and it is quieter than the first. Hunger. She knows some of this land the way you know a face. Certain roots, if you dig. Certain berries, but only the dark ones. The pale ones twist your belly and kill. Her people learned this the hard way over lifetimes, one death at a time, and passed it down. This is what a culture is at the very beginning. The memory of everyone who died so that you would know which berry to leave. It is not enough. It never is. But it is another hour bought. By midday, the thirst is louder than the hunger. And there is only one place to drink, the river, which means the most dangerous ground in the valley, because everything must drink, and the hunters know it. Beneath the surface, older than her whole species, the crocodiles wait. They have been perfecting this ambush for 100 million years. So she does not walk to the water like prey. She reads the bank. She picks a shallow, open place. She drinks fast, in cupped handfuls, eyes never leaving the water, and then she is gone from the edge, alive. Hunger teaches fast. She remembers the men bending a branch, a loop of vine, a trap that waits when you cannot. She is 9 and she is building a machine, a simple one, the first kind of machine our line ever made, a thing that hunts for you while you sleep. And at dawn it works. A small hare, still and caught, meat, not given to her, not found by luck, taken by a mind that plans ahead. She eats, and for the first time she is not only surviving, she is winning. But the valley has been watching her win, and at dusk it sends its finest killer, Dinofelis, a false sabertooth, built like a leopard the size of a lion, with 2 curved daggers for teeth. We find its bones beside the bones of early humans again and again. Some scientists believe cats like this one hunted our ancestors on purpose, a people killer. She feels it before she sees it, that prickle every animal knows. She does not run. Running is what prey does, and prey is what gets caught. She backs toward the rocks, keeping the fire between them, keeping her small body turned toward the thing that wants to eat her. The cat gathers itself to spring, and the girl does the one thing 4 million years of fear has taught her line. She does not meet strength with strength. She throws the fire. A branch of flame spinning through the dark is a thing no animal in this world is built to face. The cat twists away, snarling, and in that half-second of hesitation she is already moving, up, into the rocks where a heavy body cannot follow. From the ledge she watches it pace and rage, and finally melt back into the dark. Small, slow, clever. It is enough. But surviving costs. Her leg is torn, a rock, a fall in the scramble she barely remembers. And blood, out here, is an invitation. She presses leaves to it the way she has seen the women do. She is tired in a way that goes deeper than her body. For the first time the thought arrives whole. She may not live. Above her turn the same stars our telescopes still map. She is one small frightened animal on a dark plain, and without words she decides to see the morning. She sees it. Dawn, the reward for everyone who refuses to stop. And something in her has changed. She takes a stone and strikes it, the way the men do, until an edge appears. A blade, not given to her, made by her. This is the thing that will one day inherit the earth. Not claws, not size. This, a mind that makes tools, that plans, that turns a rock into an answer. She binds her leg. She takes up her fire. She is not waiting to be rescued anymore. She is deciding to go home. She does not run blind. She has learned the valley's rhythm now. By day she moves, by dusk she builds. Branches, thorn, a wall of fire at the mouth of a cleft in the rocks, a den, a held place. The predators can smell her, and they come, but there is fire and thorn, and a small fierce thing that has decided not to die, and they move on. Then the sky turns on her. On the open plain, a storm is not weather. It is a hunter of its own. Rain is death to fire, and fire is her life. She curls her whole body around the flame, feeding it, breathing on it, begging it to hold through the night. And it holds, barely. In the morning she is cold to the bone and still burning. There is a kind of person who keeps the fire alive through the storm. You are descended from her. For 2 more days she moves the way her people move, following the green, reading the birds, keeping the high ground. And on the second evening, from a ridge, she sees it. Far off, thin against the dark, smoke. Not a wildfire, a hearth, a fire someone is feeding. Her people. Everything in her wants to run. But she knows the valley's oldest lesson now. She waits for the dark when the hunters work the open ground. She keeps her own fire close, and at first light, she goes. When she comes out of the grass, they do not cheer. That is not yet what people are. But an old woman stops, and stares and crosses the ground to her. A child left to die has walked back out of the valley alone, fed herself, drunk from the crocodile river, faced the fire-hating dark and the sabertooth, and lived. She is not the child they left. She has done what the whole band together is barely strong enough to do, and they know it. In her hand is a blade she made. In her eyes is something new. We do not know her name. We never will. But we know how her story ends, because it is our story. Every one of us alive today is descended from children exactly like her. Children who were cold and hungry and hunted and alone, and who found somewhere in that small, fierce skull one more reason to see the morning. 1,800,000 years later, we look up at the same stars she did. We build cities and ships and machines that leave the earth. All of it, every last piece of it, because she did not lie down in the dark. We are the ones she survived for. We just don't remember her name.